Hello everyone, and welcome to another episode of the Red Sea Podcast. This is Dennis, as always, and you'll excuse the different background noise, and everything. This show wasn't in the plans, but I I had to go live for this one. I had to go live for this one. Uh, to start with the typical stuff, please follow the show everywhere. The show is here, of course. If you like what you see, like and subscribe. The show is on Spotify. While this episode won't go up because it will be one of the shorter ones and it focuses solely on one subject. And as you all can see from the title, I haven't actually titled it as a proper episode. The show is, of course, on Instagram and Twitter, and the show is up on TikTok as well. So, if you want, do feel free to go check out the show everywhere. And if you have already followed me on a platform, for example, you follow on Twitter, and you haven't checked out the rest, or you found me on YouTube and you haven't checked out the rest, please do if you so wish. Uh, let's get into the chaos, shall we? I think we shall. I think it's about time. Uh, I'll surely speak game first before anything. As we went into this game, it was deemed everything from indifferent to unimportant to a game where um, we should avoid every risk that we can. Now, as I've talked with, as I said to an incredible person and account on Twitter, uh, today that goes by the username of, give me a second and I'll find it because I want to credit everyone for everything, that goes by the name of Olympiacos Belgium. Uh, in my opinion, there is no unimportant derby. Well, yes, it was, I think, nearly impossible to actually get the home field advantage for the playoffs, because to have gotten that home field advantage, I'm pretty sure we needed uh, a win with plus 18. But still, in my opinion, and again, solely speaking, game wise, I would have liked to win yesterday, because not only do you cut their momentum, not only do you kill their ego, but a derby win is just a derby win, in my opinion. I can't take uh, losses to Panathinaikos, especially in basketball. Um, but yeah, going into the game, uh, a lot was said. A lot was said by both sides. Of course, the toxicity that runs through the Panathinaikos PC organization as a whole showed perfectly, as someone had predicted on Twitter once again. Um, they did start off the day by saying as well that the game's indifferent, and given they got the the victory, they just honestly said whatever they felt like, which honestly I won't comment on. What else? What else? What else? We came into the game, of course, without Petrusev, who is not ready yet. He was expected to be ready. Uh, I think it was early last week, but I don't know what's gone wrong. I do hope he he's available by next week, where we will desperately need him, especially in the back against Barcelona. And yeah, I think that's about it. Panathinaikos were playing without uh, Grant and Kostas Antetokounmpo. Think. I think. I think that's about it for uh, all the misses. No. Of course, as everyone knows, game ended 77 to 71. Uh, and I'll stand on two main points. Actually, three. Three main points. I'll start off with the semi-positive, semi-negative one first. That the run of form William Goss has gone on, in my opinion at least, I said it on Twitter as well, isn't being talked about enough. I really think it's not being talked about enough. Uh, and he did go 18-3 and 3 yesterday with one steal as well. That's what I was looking for. And yes, just if he continues like he is now, as I said last show as well, of course, the people that already counted him out for next year uh, will just keep getting shut up. Uh, and I think he's earning his place here. I don't know what will happen with moves. I've said it before, but I think the form he's on gives him a right to say that I belong in this club. Uh, and the second thing is another man that we have no clue of what will happen, and that is Isaiah Cannon. Isaiah, who started yesterday, was in the starting five. Isaiah, who was amazing yesterday, uh, going 15, 2, and 3 with four threes. And Isaiah, who was also amazing in the last EuroLeague game, basically more or less won it on his own. And again, before I state myself, because I did make it completely clear yesterday, I will always, always believe in Coach B. I think he's the best coach in Europe. I will always think he's the best coach in Europe, and I will always want him here. He is what he was, is, and always will be a massive favorite of mine. But I would have liked to see him play in that final quarter because Isaiah is a player that can win you games. Isaiah is a player that can win you games no matter who he has in front of him. And Isaiah is a player that can win you games no matter where we play. Uh, he's done it before and he could have done it again. I did hear the opinion that he's being rested for the more important games. And of course, I massively believe that, as you guys as well do, uh, with the votes on Twitter and on Instagram, going 100 to 0 for the opinion that Isaiah's form will play a huge part in our eventual qualification to the final for in Berlin in the EuroLeague. I don't know what will happen with him. This has happened before, him being left out completely for minutes, where he would have been needed to play, would have easily, I'd say, changed games. So we'll see. I've said it from the start. I massively hope and pray that Isaiah renews his contract, and I will always massively hope and pray that Isaiah renews. Will honestly, um, I think we'll feel the need. How do you say? I think that we'll see we have to renew him, if that makes sense. Uh, but yeah, that was about the second point I wanted to make. Now, the third, I don't want to say worse point, but I do want to say the third and most negative point, and that is Alec Peters. Of course, dips of form are more than excused. Uh, we have seen it before with um, Isaiah, who is, as aforementioned, massively recovering from that dip of form. We've seen it with Goss. We've seen it with almost everybody, but he needs to find his, dare I say, superstar footing again, because we'll need him. We'll need him more than absolutely anything, I feel like. Uh, uh, Aside Isaiah, I feel like he's gonna be the the second biggest X factor of the playoff series in the EuroLeague and the playoff series in the league. I think that's it. You'll excuse me for completely being. You'll excuse my dog as well, but you'll excuse me for completely being just fully unfocused. Um, but I'm still not over the announcement. I'm I'm completely alone, so I'm trying to find a proper train of thought uh, so I can keep up with everything I want to say. But also, I'm still shocked about our announcement, and of course, the scumbags reply to that announcement. So, uh, just a little into this. For everyone who didn't see yesterday after the game, very, very ironically, the man that has before wished death on players and coaches that has before called uh, Parjokas the scum of basketball and the shame of basketball, a person that has wished uh, Spanulis, the legend that is, and the embodiment of respect that is Vasilis Spanoulis, cancer, and his family as well, decided to come out and talk about mentality and how do you say it? Mm, respect, more or less, is key, as we have said. Uh, that is extremely ironic. That is extremely, extremely ironic. And that is ironic because not only given the things that he has done, but that is ironic because yesterday his own fans, who of course have been fully brainwashed by believing he's always right and everything, uh, said what they said to Barjokas, the fans at the seats at the court seats, uh, nearly just went in the field. We damn well saw what that man did. No need to comment on that. Okay. And wait, give me a second. You will excuse me because I am alone at home and also have a dog to take care of. Uh, yeah, as I was saying, not only did the fans say what they say to Barjokas and kept saying what they said, as I mentioned last, the people in the court seats just didn't stop. Ataman genuinely went in the court, yelled that the ref didn't get punished. Uh, what else? What else? What else? The people behind the Olympiacos bench, uh, the 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 absolute worst of curses to Barjokas, and nothing, absolutely nothing happened. Uh, pretty sure Barjokas even got a tech for complaining. Um, I am trying to find the name of the journalist that came out and said what he said. Nikos Bosgionelos, who from all the messages he got from Olympiacos fans, unbiased journalist just closed his Twitter completely. Uh, Talking about pain and shit, just complete shit. If you all couldn't tell, uh, I'm annoyed. And of course, just the cherry on top of the basket. Um, the the circus himself, uh, just threatening again, threatening the entire team, lying to his fans' faces, who are just of course gonna fully believe him because they always do. And just everyone needs to realize that this club's full of filth and disrespect, and it will always be. And it just shows the pain that Barjokas has created to them in the span of 2, 3 years, just completely destroying them over and over and having them just come out every single time. Uh, and of course, as I said, the Panathinaikos fans will say nothing and just agree or won't even mention what both yesterday's and today's story of Dimitris Giannakopoulos has said, which I did actually find uh, uh, he says that we have a sick mind as an organization. He says that he has never done bad towards us. Uh, and he threatens that we have very little time to apologize. And of course, all that came responding to our our own um, announcement that I am trying to once again find and read it to you all. Uh, I'll read it in Greek and then just at least roughly translate it as much as I can. Καλούμε τον γνωστό παρακαδόρο, αυτόν που αρέσκεται στο να βρίζει την ομάδα του, πώς on that reminder that Giannakopoulos himself has said, fuck Panathinaikos and get 13. That's why we say that the man that likes to first him out. Τους παίχτες της και τους φιλάθλους της, teams players and fans, που αρέσκεται να απειλεί διαιτητές, Έλληνες και ξένους, the man who likes to threaten referees, Greeks and non, αθλητές, νυν και παλέμαχους, players, now or retired, τον Πρωθυπουργό και τους Υπουργούς, President and the Vice Presidents and everyone else, τον Πρόεδρο της ΕΟΚ, the President of ΕΟΚ και τον Πρόεδρο της Ευρωλίγας, Euroleague President, που αφήνει εσώρουχα στους πάγκους, may I just take you back to the time Giannakopoulos left underwear on a seat of Chef's bench, one of the last times he was here. Που εύχεται θανάτους, that wishes death, as I mentioned before, to Vatlokas and many people, and cancer to Spanoulis and his family. Που βάζει που βάζει σε κίνδυνο συμπολίτες αψηφώντας τον κοκ that puts others into danger, just defying the uh, driving rules, the road rules, που απειλεί θεούς και δαίμονες καθημερινά, that just gives threats on the daily, να σταματήσει να προκαλεί κι άλλο και να προτρέπει σε βία, to stop threatening and just being a hypocrite and just throwing hints of threatening violence. Πιστεύουμε ότι η πολιτεία θα χρησιμοποιήσει το νέο αθλητικό νόμο που εκείνη δημιούργησε για αυτές τις συμπεριφορές, προκειμένου να τον σταματήσει επιτέλους, αντί να του παραχωρεί το μεγαλύτερο και πιο σύγχρονο κλειστό γήπεδο της χώρας, δημιουργώντας συνθήκες αθέμητου ανταγωνισμού ή αλλάζοντας τους νόμους για να τον ικανοποιήσει. The team said that they do hope that the people with the right authority will stop him using the law that they created to stop uh, it's uh, to stop just watch like uh, using the law, as I said, they created instead of conditions of unfair competition or changing the rules to favor him. I think it was about time we make sure, as I said, today was unplanned, and there is a lot of background noise, especially coming from my dog. Uh, uh, as I was about about time that we respond properly, and if that man wants war, he's gonna get it because we, as fans, or as players, or as the presidents have clearly shown, or an organization, don't take disrespect from drug users like that. I hope he comes to safe again. I really do, because I know that will give him the proper treatment. Because my connection is getting sick of me, and I don't really have much else to do. We will talk on a proper planned show, I think, uh, in and around early Thursday or a post show about Fener early or late Friday, my time. Everywhere. Hope today was bearable. And Olympiacos, and just expect even more worse and shameful, just completely shameful stuff from this organization. Honestly, do. Uh, yeah, I think that's that. Honestly. extreme year hasn't been the most responsive today. On against an issue. Now things get better and I'm going on, I'll get better as well. For now, I'll see you soon in the next one.